Well, I mean, it's really encouraging to see that the organization is committed to putting a good team on the field, and but I mean that's just one step, you know. And this year, obviously, with the lockout not having a tremendous amount of time to come together, there's more of a sense of urgency to get together and everyone get on the same page and become a team, because you can make every move in the world, but if you don't play as a team, then you're not going to be successful. So, but I just being here a short time, I've seen that the attitude is good, and it was great talking with Buck today. He's made me very welcome. I was in the meetings, and the interaction is good, and the energy is good, but there's a lot of work ahead, and I know everyone knows that. So you have to do the work, and the only way to do that is the gauntlet of the season. Stay healthy. That's the first key. Everyone stay healthy, and then just break it down to basics too. I mean, I think in this day and age, there's a ton of data, there's a ton of statistics, but it's still the same game we played, and you got to make the right pitches, you got to catch the ball, you need timely hitting, and you have to stay healthy, most importantly. So there's no secret formula. I mean, it's just a question of guys coming together, supporting each other, staying healthy, picking each other up, playing for the name on the front of the jersey, not for the name on the back, as Tommy Lasorda has said many times. So those qualities, those values never get old. So even in a market like New York and the expectations that are here, I mean, I told these guys, look, we came in with high expectations. I mean, obviously we came close in 2000, but we had high expectations and we delivered. You know, we got to the final step. We didn't take it all the way home, but generally you have to want those expectations, and you have to kind of thrive on those sort of the energy and the excitement. And if you don't expect to win, then you probably should be doing something else. Those other teams that don't have high expectations, they play like they have nothing to lose, and that's the way you have to play. But you also have to put it on your shoulders, and there has to be leadership. And leadership is not always vocal leadership, giving Newt Rockne speeches, but just playing hard and leading by example. So I think it's just a question of everyone coming into their own and not being afraid to step up. And when you're struggling, say, hey, guys, let's go. You know, we're better than this, and that's what I remember. And the times that we had times, because you're going to struggle. I mean, that's just part of this game. You're going to go through times, and the best teams are the ones that are able to stop those slides quicker and get back on the winning track. So that'll be an interesting test for this group to see how they do react. And like I said, with this year, even me getting down, you know, with the lockout, everything was kind of shuffled. But as I said, better late than never. It's good to be out here, and hopefully these guys come together. And also, you know, with the organization, we got some really cool stuff, you know, in the heritage, the legacy stuff. So obviously we have the Tom Seaver statue, which I got a little glimpse of, we'll keep that a secret. It's really cool. Jackie Robinson Day, which is the same day, with Gil Hodges going in the Hall of Fame, Keith's number, and that's why I'm sneaking in the cage, because of the old timers game. I already have a pulled oblique. I didn't know what an oblique was till I started swinging again. So the funniest thing about just getting, you know, messages from fans on social media saying, go deep, hit it in the upper deck. I'm like, I just don't want to pull anything for my golf game, number one. I don't want to get hurt, okay? So I hate to I'm going to set the bar really low. I hope everyone's just happy that we're on the field, we're all together, all the classic guys, but I'm not going to, don't be expecting any bombs in the upper deck, all right? If I make contact, I'm going to be happy. He's a super kid. I mean, he works hard, and, you know, he's a big guy, and I think he's committed to being the linchpin of the staff, because that was something that I myself really took a lot of responsibility and knew how important it was. I mean, you're catching two stud aces like those guys. It's a big responsibility. And the bullpen as well. I mean, to me, you don't have to worry about a DeGrom. You don't have to worry about Scherzer. These guys know what to do. You just have to be there and put the right fingers down. But getting a team to navigate a team through the ups and downs of a year, and the bullpen the different guys that come in and out is a huge responsibility. He's a super kid. He works hard. He's a good guy. I have a lot of confidence in him. I think if he can, drive a few balls, and, hit the drive in the runs you're supposed to drive into, but obviously, his biggest job is to run the staff. It's obvious he takes care of himself, and the key to him, to me, is going to be over the life of his career. I mean, I expect him for years to be productive here, and he needs to catch the balls he's supposed to, drive in the runs he's supposed to. You don't have to be Superman. You just have to do what you're supposed to do, and hopefully, for a team to win, everyone has to have a good year together. Not one person is going to carry a team. You need the greatest teams are always going to have everyone producing and doing their job. So I guess the key to him, to me, is just not feel like he has to do everything every day, be everything to everybody. Just do what he's supposed to do, and let everyone else do their jobs as well.